Well, hello, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And beside me, hello there, Dr. Fatpacker. Say hello to our wonderful video audience.
Well, hello. How is everybody today? So nice of you to join us. Yeah.
And below me is a homeless Charlie. You still don't have a home, Charlie, and it's very sad, especially as we approach the Christmas season. But say hello to our expanding group of eyeballs.
Well, hello to our expanding group of eyeballs.
Now, what we do, folks, is we tell jokes, you laugh, it's just a wonderful time, and this is a continuing series. But before we begin, we have a point of conversation right here between the three of us. And the point of conversation today, Dr. Fatpacker, is
Yeah.
you are given one of these flying drones
Oh, yeah.
for your birthday. Now,
Yeah.
what kind of eye in the sky snooping would you do with that drone?
Well, I've got to tell you that I'm really past the age of snooping when I can go online and get whatever I want. But I think what I will be doing, though, is we got a lot of young kids in the neighborhood, teenagers, and I may rent it out to them.
You would rent it? Oh, and make money.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. And homeless Charlie, somebody gives you a flying drone for your birthday. So what kind of eye in the sky snooping would you do, Charlie?
Well, I think it would be fun just to go around the neighborhood and see how many boxes I could find on the porches.
Yeah.
And steal them?
Well, of course.
Of course. Well, what I would do, I thought you guys would both come up with this one and I'd have to come up with a new one. But obviously, you can snoop and look for pretty women. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Pretty women. And if it was summertime, you could go out on the top floor, the roof of the apartment buildings, and maybe they're doing some sunbathing.
Full sun, full tanning.
So,
I thought of that one.
Well, that's because you're old.
Yeah.
I also thought of looking down all the chimneys and see how many Santa Clauses were still stuck in them.
Yeah.
How exciting is that? Well, anyway, we're done with that nonsense. Dr. Fatpacker, how about telling us a joke?
Well, something happened the other day with one of my accounts and I was hacked. Yeah. Someone figured out my password.
Yeah.
Now I have to rename my daughter.
Rename your daughter. Oh, that's very confusing indeed.
Yeah.
Charlie, tell us the joke.
Well, it's funny how drinking 8 cups of water, which is recommended, a day seems impossible, but 8 beers and 7 shots in hours, it goes down like a fat kid on a seesaw.
Fat kid how descriptive is that? Well, guys, the other day, last weekend, I went to an antique show with my girlfriend. And you know what happened?
Vas.
Sold.
I won second place in the antique category. What the hell is that all about? I was offended.
Oh, dear. That's too bad,
Say,
listen,
tell us
a couple years ago, I was traveling on a tour bus through Holland. It was very nice. They stopped at a cheese farm, and one of the guides led us through the process of the cheese making, explaining goat's cheese was used. And she showed her group to a lively hillside where many goats were grazing.
Yeah.
And she said, these are the older goats that are put out to pasture when they no longer produce. She says, what do they do in America with your old goats? And one of the older guys raised his hand. He says, they send us on bus tours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've never been on a bus tour. Homeless Charlie, you've been on a bus tour?
No, and I hope never to.
Well, there you go.
Oh, no, they're great fun. I did one in Europe one time. It was very funny.
Tell us a joke, Charlie.
Well, since COVID, And everybody has now started washing their hands.
Yeah.
The peanuts at the bar have lost their taste.
That they did. Well, you know, guys, that I'm a kind of a creative guy, and I've come up with
Yeah.
three brand new products for old people. Okay.
Okay.
The first one
Great
is,
job.
well, the first one is called Blast Blocker, and it's designed to eliminate that nasty gas that emanates from old people. All right.
Oh,
And
that'd be handy.
well, technically, they use specially designed natural cork is what they use. All right, number two. If you didn't like that one,
Yeah.
we got a million of them. Okay, here's the second one. The
I'll
second
settle for
one,
3.
the second one, it's a new, cheaper product, kind of like Depends, but it's called Absorbs a Lot.
Very
And
descriptive.
the product is made from retired sheep. That's what it is. So there's the last one. I'm out of here. The last one is called, it's new denture, a denture system. And it's
Yeah.
called Barely There. And it's very inexpensive. They make them from old hunting traps. That's
Oh,
what they do. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
well, after that, the only thing I could say was, hey, sing us a song, Comedy Team. Oh my God. Look I have a very rich patient who comes in.
Yeah.
And, I told him that he didn't have long to live. So I advised that he put his affairs in order. What he says to me, yes, I've done that. I've only got to make a will. And you know what I'm going to do with all my money? He said, I'm going to leave it to the doctor who saves my life.
Beautiful. That's perfect. I think I'll become a doctor.
Yeah.
Does it take a long time to become a doctor?
I said to him, stay with me and you'll be fine.
Okay, perfect. Almost Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, here's just generally a good tip. The next time your wife or your girlfriend gets angry, drape a towel over her shoulders, like a cape,
Yeah.
and then say, hey, now you're super angry. Maybe she'll laugh. Maybe you'll die.
Oh, there would be definite death in that room.
Yeah,
Sure.
somewhere.
Well, anyway, there's statues, all around the country. And of course, a lot of them have been torn down. But a little bit of history here. And then if there are these generals, famous generals from the various wars, right? And they're on horses, right? So if the horse has one leg in the air,
Yeah.
that means that the general has never been in direct battle. All right. Now, if the horse has two legs up in the air, that means that he not only has been in battle, but has been successful in battle. And the last statue is if the horse is laying on its side, that means that somebody shot it. That's what it means. Dr. Fatpacker.
Oh man, I have a friend of mine who's a veterinarian, and he told me the other day he had this very strange thing happen. His friend took his Saint Bernard into him, and he said to him, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to cut off my dog's tail.
Oh.
And the veterinarian says, well, why should I do such a terrible thing? When he said, because my mother-in-law is arriving tomorrow, and I don't want anything to make her think she's welcome.
I'm not sure.
That's a little bit extreme, I would think.
That was extreme. Okay, homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, due to inflation and higher food prices, the 5-second rule has been extended to 10 seconds.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Well, there you go. My sister is writing a book, but she doesn't know, she can't come up with a title for the book. Well, the storyline, it's a love story between a young lady and an architect. So she says, do you have any suggestions? I said, I have a beauty. You can call it, I fell in love with this high rise. That's what you can call it. Dr. Fatpacker, last one, buddy.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll slip in 2 puns. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Did you hear about the fire at the campground?
No.
Oh, the heat was intense.
Oh, the heat was intense. Ah!
Also, I used to go to this origami class, well, until it folded.
I don't know that term. Origami?
Origami, that's folding paper.
Oh, origami. I thought it has something to do with like pablum.
Oh.
I don't know. Almost Charlie, last one.
Well, talking about Walmart, the only place
Okay.
on earth that you can get a haircut, an eye exam, ice cream sandwich, tires for your car, and witness a real life what not to wear episode.
Oh, that everything is all inclusive.
Wow.
Well,
50.
I had something. It's very discouraging. Last night, my girlfriend, she met me at the door wearing a negligee.
Ooh.
Now that sounds really, really nice, except she was coming home. So anyway, we're done. We're out of here. We're glad you came and see all our videos. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. We invite a very famous celebrity to be in our next video, and we're going to invite to be in our very next video, New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. So Kirsten, we want you to check in with Funny Old Guys at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And Kirsten, if you don't check in within 24 hours, we're going to put you in the trash bin. So this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye. Dr. Fatpacker, say goodbye to our wonderful audience.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, everybody. Before I go, though, I'd like to remind you, please do this. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. All 3 of those, but only once. You really have to.
And Homeless Charlie, say goodbye to our fabulous, fantastic fan base.
Goodbye to our fabulous, fantastic fan base.
And there we go. Everybody wave goodbye. We'll see you down the road. Everybody wave. It's been really nice.
Ooh,